I was going to go into the 10 lapper at Le Mans. I've got an idea that the Endurance Champions pays more than the existing one, but I'm just going to do this one anyway. I'm not really sure which one's better. I don't know if it pays better or not, but I want to go into the original one. Now, quite often when I've done this before, when there's extra fame points, I'm sure the robots are set a bit differently. They seem to take you out a lot more on the first lap, so hopefully it won't happen. If I need to start chopping across a few corners, I'm obviously going to do it because it's worth the fame stuff. Well, it's a bit of a big old delay, which quite often happens to me on the 10 lapper. I'm not even going to wait for it to load, because it normally has got a load of frames in it anyway. Right, so on this, we're getting double fame anyway for this. She's going to double that up as well. So I'm going to try and keep out of trouble a little bit. I've not got this fully upgraded, this Toyota. I'm not even sure how much I've got it upgraded. Right, who's going to be the troublesome one? It's normally a few from the leader, so probably Dave White maybe. When I do this, I don't know about you, but when I do this, it doesn't tend to be the one who's in the lead initially who seems to be the hardest one to catch. It's always somebody in about sort of 4th or 5th. And it's always a big delay for me when I do this Le Mans 10 lapper. There's always a lot of hang time. It's been pretty good lately because I've got rid of the Facebook app off of the game, and that's made a big difference in the sounds cutting out. Made a big difference in the game starting. It's been pretty good, except for this Le Mans. I'm going to let them have their bit of smashing and crashing. Let's show this microphone down as well, headphones. There's normally so much carnage up here, I normally just let them get going a little bit. Try not to get involved in too much of the crashing to start with. This first long straight at Molson tends to be a bit of a mess as well. It always seems to be the same to me every time I go on this Le Mans when there's more value in it than normal. They cast up there. They normally seem to get the robot cars against you at a higher level. It seems as though it's, you know, sort of programmed to do that. Oh, he come across a bit lively, doesn't he? I feel there, I think he was quite high up the leaderboard at the start. Luciano, he's been in a few different teams, this boy. He's in a different team every single week. This is probably the most dangerous part of the track along here, because this is where you tend to get taken out more than anywhere else, it seems to me. They sort of invite you to go past them and then take you off. That was Andy Eric. My first lap always seems to be about 3 minutes 10 on here. It's not often it seems to go very well. Bit of a cluster of cars here. Look out for trying to avoid as much of the bedlam as you can. So what that avatar is there, it's a bit like one of them old Womble things, something like that. Push you out of the way. So it's quite important to win this one because it is the 80% extra fame, and I'm doubling it up with the fame manager. Broke a bit late there, haven't I? Maybe not. So it's really important to win this. It's more important to win this than keeping on the tarmac. So if it comes between one or the other, then you definitely need to cut a few corners off. If you're just having a bad race, whatever, which I do obviously have quite a lot, same as we all do. Nice to drive great every time you play the game, but it don't work like that. Use you, thank you. It's funny how sometimes these lap times seem to be really slow as well. I mean, 2:50, that is a pretty bad time. This seems to go slower and faster from one day to the next. It's really weird. Some days you can go round in sort of 2:37, 2:38, well, for me anyway. And other times it's nearer 3 minutes. It's really weird how it goes. Dave's got a good avatar, hasn't he? Looks like he should be with the Mitchell brothers out of EastEnders. He's the third Mitchell brother. they've forgotten about. White and Pete here today, Dave. Did that yesterday. I might close it quite a bit here because we're coming to some twisty parts here. Well, this bit I should get away. Lost a couple of seconds here, that was dreadful. But what I've noticed is if I'm setting bad lap times, God's sake, like I am here, the robot cars are also slower, so you don't really normally miss out on much. You think you're going to be absolutely miles behind and you've got to cut every single corner to catch them, and then you know, it's not going to be so bad. Well, that's the car up ahead, so at least I can see him already, so that's good news. Now hopefully that's the leader there. If it is, it's going to be a nice, easy walk in the park race. Not really got to worry too much about anything. And even though, you know, as I said a little while ago, I am setting bad lap times, so is he. So it's just one of those days that it's just slow. I don't know why it does that, but it's like sometimes with the first long straight on the Mulsanne straight, you can sometimes hit that straight in the Audi, not so much in this car because I've not been using this that much, but the Audi when I was in that every day for a while, that would hit 231 mile an hour every single day without fail, and then now and again it only reached say 223, and other times it would get up to 240. I wouldn't drive it any different. When you drive it every single day, you sort of know if you're driving it, you know, particularly badly. And it was just strange how it just seems to go that first straight so much differently. And actually, you know, I'm not saying there was no crashing or anything on the first couple of corners, which is going to restrict the speed that we all know does happen. Any big frontal crash on the car does slow the car down a little bit. The roommate's Katie. Often at the front of this grid that I have. I thought it was going to be Dave White was going to be at the front. I think when the opposing car starts getting away from you, as in the case of this one on the long straights, I think that must be that they've got the car more upgraded than you. Oh, going to be like that, is it? I don't want to keep pitting other cars all the time. I've done it that many times now, it's sort of getting a bit boring really. Right, clear. No doubt it's going to catch me again. These Toyotas, they certainly do go, don't they? I'm going to get caught tonight. So these Toyotas, when they're upgraded like that one, they do start getting away from you again, as you can see. I probably came out the corner better than that Toyota, but I'll definitely come out better that time. No, see, then it's just accelerating away from me. So I'm sure that is based upon how much that car is upgraded compared with yours. Have a little bit of this view for a minute. 4 laps to go. I think if the camera was down lower, I wouldn't actually mind chase view. It's definitely the height of it. This to me feels like I'm sitting in a truck following this car, but I'm able to drive it from the truck behind. There's no association with the car for me at all. I'm sitting in a truck, there's 3 seats, I'm sitting in the middle seat with my remote control trying to drive that car in front, and it's the feeling with the car that I struggle with. It's nice to see the, you know, it's a bit like being in a truck really, I suppose, isn't it? Because it's, when you are travelling, you can obviously see, you know, the scenery and what have you when you're going on a bit of a long journey and stuff, rather than being in a car where you're lower down and all you really see is the barriers and stuff on the sides of the road. I keep having a look across there, see if there's a golf course. It'd be a nice place to stick a golf course on the side. I'm not losing really much room at all, even driving this is usually pretty good for me. If this was the last lap now and I needed to obviously win for this big payout money, that would be straight across all them corners. 3 laps to go, we'll probably get some back markers, I would think, in a minute. See if I can see any better. Straight across in front of me. And so see if I can see any better when you know, the opposing cars that are trying to spin you off the track, as they do all the time. Right, that's handy. Got stuck behind there. That'll give me a bit of breathing room for a minute. Back markers normally do go in your favour, because the robot cars often tend to struggle getting past them a lot more than you do. I'm hoping to go up half a level with this one particular race. This is the longest I've ever driven in chase view, I think. I can cope with this because it's got very good grip, and I do know my preferred angles, might not be the angles you use or braking points and stuff, but they're the angles and braking points that for me is very familiar. I pretty well know where I am all the time, so that's probably why I can cope with chase a bit better in this, and obviously the car's really grippy as well. Something like the sort of worst cars for me, things like the Carrera GT, Porsche Carrera GT, dreadful car. I don't think I'll have any chance in driving that at all in this view. Once you go onto the straight, I'm going to put it in cockpit view. Oh, messed that up, something terrible. So you only need to have one little mess up and they're going to catch you. Then they seem to be hard to go past again when that happens. I'm probably going to get caught, I reckon. I'll leave it in here for a minute, I think. I could do a getting past his back marker before that one does. I've got a few up here. Right, you lot behave yourself and stay on your own side. If I can get past these cleanly, then I'll get a nice cushion, and typically I don't go past it cleanly. I looked across at the laptop then, I didn't even look what happened there, I just saw a car going across in front of me. That wasn't one of my usual on purpose pity moves. That easily could have been me, that, because I wasn't even looking where I was going. Let's risk it. Andy Levicki drives an issue all the time, so do a few others in the group. Proper racers. Oh, don't know where I'm going now. Totally lost. So this is the last lap, so it'll all be over in a couple of minutes, and I'll see what frame points I'm going to get for it. Seemed such a long time ago when I was saving up what seemed to be an eternity for things like the Bugatti Veyron. That was an absolute fortune. That was about $2 million racing dollars. I think it was really, really expensive. And I remember thinking, I'll never ever be able to save that amount of money. It's just too much to save up. Now I've got whatever it is, I've done over 100 million that I'll never spend. But it seems such a long time ago. But I need not to get pitted here. That is the only real thing that I need to worry about, is that I don't get sent off the track. Right, and that is likely to happen. Now that was so typical. Talk about making your own fate. But that is good, because that then gives me a nice little target and a bit of pressure on me to do it. So much better than when you get these, you know, games and you go flying past them and it's all just too easy. When you start at the back and you're sort of first by the first corner, I mean, that is just no fun at all for me. You go away. Nice enjoyable little thing, a bit of good stuff at the end as well, which was made all the difference. Right, what flame am I getting? Yeah, we don't care about money. Flame I'm interested in. Right, so it probably did go up half a level there, that was good. Put that in service, and then I'm going to go and have a cup of tea, because it's a bit of a long old race that. Thanks for being with me, see you again, cheers.